I gotta get inside, outdoors, hunting big game. I come alive before opening day. It's a twisted addiction that calls my name. I gotta get inside, outdoors, hunting big game.
Okay, all right, well, we'll talk to you later. Let us know if it gets tornadic or anything. All right. Okay, bye. That's Tim. We left him at the office today. He's our radar, so to speak. We're supposed to get some pretty bad thunderstorms later on, but it's supposed to start to the north of us and a little bit to the east of us, so we're hoping we're okay. He said right now it's going to take about 30, maybe 45 minutes, it looks like, on radar to push through. So we're gonna wait it out, and hopefully he don't call us back, because if he does, that's bad. Well, we got the call from Doppler Tim, and
yeah, it was bad.
He had, not only was bearer bad news, I mean, it wasn't getting better, it was getting worse. We had tornado warnings moving in. I mean, there was no way we were gonna get a hunt in that day.
And you know, we're hiding out in a little freighty hole in this shed that was surrounded by these hay bales and stuff, you know. Look out there, and the farmer, he's braving the storm.
He's on top
of the worst thing
of a feed tower, filling it up.
A metal
lightning
feed tower.
striking everywhere. Lightning's all over the place.
And he don't care one bit. But
I'm like a mouse shoved up in a hay bale trying to keep hidden, and he's up on top of a metal tower.
And you know, well, we had some time hanging out in that shed for a while, hoping the storm was going to pass on. And we got to reminiscing and talking about how long you and I have been turkey hunting together.
Well, I guess it's going
forever.
on 7, 8 years at least that we started with that first bird in the dark. You know, we didn't even have a chance to get ready.
And right off the bat.
What was it? 2 minutes into the hunt, that bird hit the ground and he was all over the top of us.
And you know, our luck has been like that ever since that day. Every time we go turkey hunting together, it seems to just happen for us. And you know, we catch all this on tape, and I put together this little montage. Check it out.
Man, I haven't seen some of that footage in years.
But you know, that's the cool thing about having it on tape is, I mean, that was a long time ago, and instead of just trying to remember all the details and tell somebody, we can go back and watch it and show it to them.
Well, and I like the fact that we get to go back and view it anytime we want.
I know.
And that was some good footage, but I don't think any of it's as good as the hunt that we're about to show.
We went back a couple days after that rainstorm, and we went on an afternoon hunt, and right off the bat we started hearing some birds. We worked them, they turned out it's just some jakes, but we had been seeing a bigger gobbler on the other side of the ranch. We knew there was a good mature bird over there.
Well, he had outsmarted us several times.
Yeah, and instead of hanging up on the jakes and wasting our afternoon, we bailed out and went chasing him, and I had no idea what we were getting set up for.
That was about one of the most textbook hunts that I have ever seen from start to finish. It just can't get any better than that.
No, I mean, for video purposes, for a hunting experience,
Well,
all wrapped into one.
We've come up here on this ridge. As you can see, there's a burn line coming down through here. Everything to the south has been burnt for probably 3 miles. All these hens are trying to roost in this unburned area. There's been a lot of hens pushed into these unburned areas, so we're gonna try to concentrate on this ridge, moving up and down it and calling into these unburned areas so we can try to pull some of the gobblers that are with these hens. So we know the hens are in here. We've seen them all the way up and down this ridge. This ridge runs for miles, and everything on that north side of it has not been burnt, so we're gonna continue down this ridge, see if we can get them to come out.
Just keeps going right back and forth.
We've been working him for about a half hour. There's a high line, and we're sitting on a pipeline. There's a high line on the other side of these woods, and then a ridge. He just keeps going up and down that ridge. This is where it gets tricky. You got 2 options. You sit and wait him out and see if you can draw him. But it's hard to get birds to come down off of ridges. They want to stay up there and they want the hen to come to them. What we're doing is inherently against nature. The turkey gobbles and the hen goes to him. We're trying to make them do the opposite. So we're gonna have to close the distance and see if we can get him to close a little bit the other direction. He's still gobbling, but he ain't moving. So we're gonna pack it up, try to slip down the ridge, get in the bottom, and see if we can pull him down. Here he comes, they're both coming. One of them's strutting, one of them's strutting. There's 3 of them. There's 3 of them. They're coming. One of them's got a white head and he's in the center. The other one looks like Jake's. Fun with the Jakes. We didn't know there were 4 of them. They just started coming out of the woodwork. But not the ones we wanted. We're gonna head back to where we were originally headed when we spotted these birds. There's a big bird over there. He's smarter than us so far, but we'll give him another shot this evening. We're running out of time, so we're gonna have to move. These birds are fun, but we can't waste all night on them. It's 8:15. We got a huge field out in front of us, to the south of us. We pulled up here looking for a bird, and we saw some deer running across the field. We stopped to watch them. And this bird gobbled when I called. He's already in the tree. So we're gonna sneak out of here, come back in the morning, because we know exactly where he's gonna be, and we got a perfect setup, a wide open field to put our deeks in, and call him right across. We made some fly up cackling, made a bunch of noise, and he's still gobbling at us, and he thinks that there's hens got roosting over here, so this is where he's coming in the morning, hopefully. So we're gonna slip out as quiet as we can, probably go back down the road and up the high line so that we're way away from him. And we ought to get this bird in the morning, and he's a big one. He's got, if he's not a big one, he's got laryngitis. He's got one deep gobble. We couldn't ask for a better setup in the morning. Yes, baby. Yeah, he's a giant too. He has got a paintbrush for a beard, but anyway, I can't talk long. We got to do cutaways. Talking to Tim, just called Tim on the phone, let him know that he slept in on the wrong morning. He said bye. Told him we had to get stuff taken care of, so look at these. This one's kind of worn down. He's probably inch on this side, inch and an eighth on this side. Beautiful fan, absolutely beautiful. Let me turn him over here, get a look at him. This bird's fan is perfect now. Completely mature bird, as you can tell. For any of y'all that don't know, which most turkey hunters do, those jakes, they start out, these last tail feathers here will be higher. They step up, and that's a good way to tell a bird from a long distance if he's strutting. If you can see the step up in the tail feathers, he's not mature bird. This one here is a perfect circle, and as you can see, you know, when he was coming in, unbelievable. We roosted this bird last night. We knew, I told you that this bird either had Barry White syndrome or was mature, and sure enough, he was the one we wanted. He was alone, no hens around, beautiful beard on him, 11, maybe even 12 inches long. See, the beautiful thing is you get to cheat. When you measure these, you go all the way to the longest hair. This one here comes out way out here to the tip, about 12 inches, and I'm taking every single inch. But boy, Dave's 870, this Remington right here, he's always bragging about the combination of his choke, this Remington, and some number 5s, and it did the trick. I'll tell you another thing is this bird came all the way across that field, and this mossy oak camo absolutely did the trick. He never laid eyes on us, never knew we were here, and this mossy oak obsession, it's got the green in it that helps you blend in the spring, and it is absolutely wonderful. But what a great bird, what a great hunt, and now all we got to do is get him to the truck.
I gotta get inside,